Hey guys, it's me again. I had a really good first week with Weight Watchers. I feel like I followed it really well, and I did meet my small goal I set last week of walking 3 times, so I was very proud of that. I was only able to do, I think, a half mile the first day, and then I did 3/4 of a mile the other 2 days that I walked, but I did move, which is good. I'm moving a little more. And I did go walking today with a friend and with my boyfriend Tyler. And we walked this trail, and it was really pretty. And we waited until about 7:30, so it's a little bit cooler. But it is Texas. It's still hot and it's super humid. But it was so heavily wooded that it was pretty shady, and it was still a little bit cool. And there's a little bit of a breeze, so it wasn't too torturous. But there were a lot of inclines and declines, and it's like a mulch trail. If you can imagine walking on mulch, it's very hard to stay balanced in. So we walked, I think, between there and back, we walked about 1.5 miles. So that's good. You know, I'm still trying and I'm doing something. I've been doing good about staying away from artificial sweeteners. I haven't broken down and had any real sodas. But about last week, and I have just now, I get, like a Dr. Pepper 10, just, to kind of help a little bit with cravings, but it's not too bad. And I mean, every once in a while, it's not going to kill me until I can just feel like I don't need them at all. But other than that, things are going good. I guess for those of you who haven't heard, this week I lost 4 pounds and 4 inches between all the measurements and different spots that I measure on my body. So it's between like my arms, my thighs, my bust, my waist, just the normal areas you measure. That's crazy. 1 week, like, it's awesome. And I got attacked at one point this week by this girl I used to know on my Facebook page. I think she was trying to help, but she was more or less just telling me that I'm wasting my time and money on Weight Watchers, and it's not going to do anything for me, and all it is going to, leave me starving because the points don't really give you enough to feed your body, and I don't know, all this weird stuff she was trying to tell me about how I need to be doing what she's doing, and she's been seeing results, and if I'm not losing 6 pounds a week, then I'm not doing it right. And I don't know, like, I don't think she meant it to be mean or rude, but it kind of really came off that way, and it really irritated me because I could tell from the way she was talking about it and things that she really didn't know anything about Weight Watchers and how it works. And she's like, it's just another fad diet, you're just, even if you see some results, when you get off it, you're just going to gain it all back, and how, like, are you going to be 75 years old and still counting points? Probably not, blah, blah, blah. And I don't think she really understood that this is more than just, something I'm doing for the now. Like, even in just 1 week of this program, I can look at a food label and just looking at, the fat and the carbohydrates and, the fiber and protein and stuff, I can, in my head, just go, okay, I bet I know about how many points that is. And so in my mind, that kind of helps me picture that, like if it's 3 crackers or something, that's going to be like 4 points. At least even if I'm not using point systems in the future, I know, man, that's not very good. It's very high fat and calories. I don't need it. You know what I mean? And to some people, they may think, oh, that's common sense. You should just know that stuff. But I didn't grow up really fully understanding how you can eat and what you can get away with, and what's going to help you lose weight or maintain or whatever. Like, I mean, if I did, I wouldn't be as heavy as I am. And that's another thing I haven't really talked about is how much I actually weigh. So I was really nervous to, just put it out there because, as a girl, I'm like all girls, we don't really want to talk about our weight anyways, but especially when you're this heavy. But I just woke up and I was like, you know what, who freaking cares, Like, I'm going to lose this weight either way, and one day I'm going to want to let everyone know, how much weight I lost, so they're going to know how big I was, so it doesn't really matter. But my starting weight for, since I haven't posted it, was my highest weight I've ever been is 280, which is ridiculous, and I do fully realize that. And since when I add my 4 pounds I lost this week to what I've been losing the past weeks, I'm down 13 pounds. So I'm 267 as of Sunday, which is awesome. And it's just, things are going good. And I set a goal. I want to try to get in the 230s by Thanksgiving when I go home to see my family, because I think that'd be awesome. I really don't remember the last time I was in the 230s. It's been a couple years at least, easy. And I was doing a little bit of math the other day, and I realized that at least the last probably 5 years, through at least 4 years, I put on 15 to 20 pounds a year. And, that's, in that 5 years, there's my 100 pounds easy at least that I'm overweight, and that's so sad that in 1 month I almost lost as much as I put on in a whole year. Like, how cool is that? That it could, not take me too long to get this weight off, like about a year and a half, and I'll be my normal self. And it took me 5 years to put all this weight on. So even though some people get discouraged at that, I look at it as, hey, I'll take that year and a half over the 5 years it took me to gain it any day. That's awesome. But yeah, other than that, I don't have anything new really to share other than just feeling motivated and feeling good. And I'm really loving all the nice comments y'all put on my videos. And again, any kind of tips or tricks you can give me. I'm a newbie to vegetables. I definitely don't know how to eat them, much less prepare them. So that whole world is new to me. But I did make my very first salad today. Made it at my house and took it to work and actually ate it. I'm so proud of myself. But it's kind of small now because I don't really eat veggies, so I can't fill it up with all this awesome yummy goodness that's going to make it filling. So right now I'm just kind of using it as more of a side salad, in addition to my food, to keep myself getting used to eating it in general, the lettuce and the texture and all that. I'm still getting used to it. So I know I can add chicken, and I can add a hard-boiled egg or something to it to add a little bit of protein, which will help fill me, but I'm just so scared to try all those other vegetables. And so for anybody, if you ever had trouble with that, with texture issues with vegetables because you didn't grow up eating it, if you have any tips for how you overcame it, or where you started, because I'm not going to start by going out and buying a bunch of different stuff and wasting money and not eating it. I just won't do that. And some people say, try one thing a week, but the thing is, even if I go buy it, I won't even know how to prepare it or eat it. And I just work so much, and with the working out and that, and coming home and having to clean and do all this other stuff, it's hard for me to really spend a lot of time researching it either. So if any of you have a quick tip about learning to deal with the texture of foods or veggies and stuff, just please let me know, because I'll take any help I can get just to kind of start introducing that good stuff into my diet slowly. I want to start doing that as I'm continuing to wean out of the other stuff. But yeah, other than that, I'm feeling good, and I'm excited, and I cannot wait to see how August turns out and where I am at the end of August, because I'm just hopeful that this can work, and it will work as long as I continue to have a healthy mindset about it. Tonight we went to Walmart, and Tyler was still feeling hungry even though we ate turkey burgers, around 6 o'clock. And he's like, I'm hungry, and he's like, I'm just gonna go grab a mini pizza, that I can have right now when we get home. And I was like, okay. And he's like, well, do you want one? And of course, I want one. I always want pizza. But I was like, no. And then when he came back, and I was like, oh, you got stuffed crust one? It's my favorite. And, he was just like, well, I can go get you one. And I said, no, sir. I said, you're supposed to be telling me no. So, it's still a struggle, and, there's still that part in you that still wants to eat the way you were, obviously. But, I just keep in the back of my mind that that's not more important than my health. That pizza is not more important than me getting this weight off and me feeling better. And it's not more important than my joint health and my overall health and how good I'm feeling. I would feel so bad if I ate that pizza. That's probably this big and like 18 points. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I'm glad I felt like that was an accomplishment. I was just like, no, like, I'm not going to do it. I was so proud of myself. So, I guess as part of my reward, like I said earlier, I got myself Dr. Pepper 10, because it's not too bad. So that's much better than that pizza would have been. And it's a little treat I can have. I'll probably drink just a little bit before bed and save the rest for tomorrow or something. But I'm just trying to be positive, optimistic. I'm not completely depriving myself of things, but I'm trying to make smarter choices about what I am putting into my body and the things I eat so that it's, within my points, it's lower calorie, and it's just going to be better overall. And so, yeah, I think I'm doing really good right now. But thank you all for watching, and I look forward to checking in with you next week. See you guys.